CEOs and leaders in the various sector arriving in the vicinity of the much talked about, never seen of a kind project from a sub-Saharan country, and thus proudly Nigeria.
Because we have the two.
You have most likely heard about the Dangote Refinery somewhere in the outskirts of Lagos, but have perhaps self-generated images of what it really looks like. First off, aside the refinery project, heavy ancillary projects are being built simultaneously and have attained high percentage completion. The executives make their initial stop here, the export and import terminal of 8 lines to convey crude from the vessels arriving connected to a subsea pipe and products line for evacuation of refined product with one of the pipes measuring 48 inches. This is all built up from the scratch. Heavy concrete works, tons and tons of iron and cement. So is this the refinery? Of course not. Another drive is initiated to another location within the catchment, and it is a newly developed port. It became necessary to add a port to the refinery project because some of the components required for this 650,000 barrels a day refinery could not be brought in through any of the Nigerian ports owing to the tonnage and moving them beneath the Lagos bridges. The port here can berth vessels for import and export and already in use, certified and approved. Put together, this has become a part of the Dangote Refinery / petrochemical complex and fertilizer plant. This is the fertilizer plant also on the complex, constructed on a largely formerly swamp water covered area and now fortified with tons of piles and 64 million cubic of sand, built, operational and running.
Came out as a single piece, yeah.
This came as a single piece?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
We'll show you in the video.
Apapa couldn't carry it out to use the river to bring it here.
That's how we had to build.
This week, the first local shipment of urea fertilizer will move into the market from this complex, and it's expected to boost food production.
The buses can pick us up there.
Then to the big masquerade, the world's largest single-train refinery, a 650,000 barrels per day production capacity, and the petrochemical plant, which will produce polyethylene and polypropylene. These are essential raw materials for plastics. Construction has advanced, projected to be ready first quarter 2022, which will finally put to rest this journey, which was contemplated 6 years ago and started 2 years after. To underscore the value addition to Nigeria and the global market, here are some statistics of this huge construction site. The petroleum product from the refinery is calibrated for the Euro 5 quality. The refinery is designed to process large variety of crude, including many of African's crude, some Middle Eastern crudes, and US light tight crude. It's also expected to maximize gasoline by 55% production capacity compared to 22% of current refineries. For fuel requirements in Nigeria, when compared to products from the Dangote Refinery, output from refining here is projected at 57 million litres of gasoline against 33 million daily demands, which represents a surplus of 24 million litres per day. Kerosene will stand at 11 million from Dangote Refinery against 8 million daily consumption. That's a 2 million litre extra. For jet fuel, 9 million against 1 million consumption daily in Nigeria, an excess of 8 million litres. For diesel, 27 million production, 10 million required, an excess of 17 million. So a total of 103 million various derivatives of petroleum products will be produced here. The 4-time caller to this complex, who has seen the various developmental stages, feels fulfilled.
Based on agreement and discussions with NNPC or with the oil companies, that he could buy his crude in Naira, well, sort of, I would say, anchored to the plat, right, and refine it and produce it for Nigerians' use in Naira. So that is where the element where FX is saved for the country becomes very, very clear.
something.
The media powerhouse executive aligns with the economic gains and prospects.
Haven't gone round this 5 hours or more. One is really speechless. All you can say is that, God bless Aliko Dangote, because this is going to impact on the country and the foreign exchange. It's going to impact on Nigerians. It's going to impact on the economy positively.
He saw it before we all did. Aliko Dangote.
Go to some of these beaches, you see massive line of ships, especially at night. All those ships that are just carrying petroleum products, be it gas, be it diesel, so they are here capturing the market of Nigeria and other, West African countries. And all that will stop.
Certainly.
Okay, all that will stop. Nigeria now is not going to, you see, because if you look at it now today, once you say that it is November, NMPC's, PPMC's focus is let us make sure that there's no shortage during Christmas. It's not going to happen. Okay, so people who are tying down their money, okay, all the economic activities of petroleum products will now remain internally in Nigeria.
In the line of sight is the tape curtain to climax all of this. We are told the days behind are the longest. Olu Phillips, Channels Television News.